question is specially addressed for Lee Canady, the cool cat in the record business. What do you think a dinosaurus looked like in real life?
I haven't the faintest idea. I know it's big, huge. I don't know what a dinosaur looks. I know they look like a reptile, right?
Yeah, thereabouts. Lee Canady, speaking of cool cat, I'll say it again. It's so good, we'll repeat it. Lee Canady is a cool cat that looked at the faces of kings and queens of music and Motown and jazz and soul and pop. Are you in the habit of seeing things? No. We need to get some of your peers on camera to back you up, especially if they'll appear alongside you. I know we've been working on that. We've gotten Ricky Suave, or wherever the Suave guy.
Remember Mr. Monroe? He had a record store on Monroe Street.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, downtown.
What is your name, sir?
My name is Rico Suave. When I went out to LA, because of Mr. Lee, he let me know that dream big, don't dream small, make things happen for yourself. You can do it. He always was a motivator.
And then that guy, just by kismet, serendipity, by happenstance.
I'm a real big music fan. When I was in high school, I used to go buy a lot of albums. I used to go down to Lee's, which was on Monroe Street. But yeah, I mean, he was one of the most popular record stores, back then, So I really wish we had that kind of thing now downtown.
We recorded a little outro, and then remember that we had a couple people back you up on camera, but hopefully we'll get some more because I know you've been talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
Detestable comestibles. What are your least favorite foods?
My least favorite food.
Yes, sir.
One thing I never liked was squash.
It's 'tis the season. It's fall. Yeah.
I never liked squash. I hate it. Never liked that. And I don't know anything else. I just know I never liked squash.
Yeah. Hey, I'm there. I'm not too crazy about it. I'll eat it, but I'm not too crazy about it.
I don't like meat.
Friend, how dost thee do? Say, Lee, what is your connection to the 1976 American Bicentennial in Detroit? 200 years of America's greatness. The Bicentennial is 1976 because, we were founded in 1776.
I remember that because we had a license plate that says Bicentennial, but I forgot what the significance about it.
The 200-year anniversary of America.
See, I don't claim to be smart than that. I'm just saying I don't remember that. I do remember we had a license plate. Bicentennial, right?
We had yes, sir. Everyone's got their weaknesses and their strengths. Did your store do anything special, or did you go to any special parties or events?
Probably went to parties and events because I party every day.
Yeah. At the store, not just anywhere, just other places.
I don't remember what we did.
Okay, so here I did a little research to maybe refresh your mind. Now this has less to do with events and more to do with records, because I'm a record store owner. So here are some 1976 albums. So let's see if you remember any of these. 1976 self-titled debut of Jaco Pastorius. Okay. Also, Jaco was featured on 2 tracks in the album Black Market by the Weather Report. Did you carry?
I remember the Weather Report. Now, what's his name?
Jaco Pastorius.
Well, see, I don't remember his name. A lot of the cats played with.
He was a bass player. I'm a bass player.
Well, so you would know his name.
Yeah. Well, he's the best. People say he's the best ever, and he played with the Weather Report. What's that? Herbie Hancock, I think.
Yeah, he was a group that selected, and they called him something. They did a couple of reporting, Weather Report. Wayne Shorter was in there.
Okay.
I think Wayne Shorter was on there. I don't remember, but yeah, I remember the album.
Okay, so I'm just gonna. This is actually a lot here, but it's kind of fun conversation. Okay. We're focusing on 1 year. Maybe we'll do it for other years next time. How about Bob Marley and the Wailers' Rastaman Vibration from 1976?
I don't remember Bob Marley records.
Did you carry him in your store?
Yeah, we carried Bob Marley, but he wasn't big at the time in black.
Okay, so here's a big one: Miles Davis, Pangea, 1976.
I don't remember that one.
Or maybe Donna Summer,
Summer.
A Love Trilogy.
All of Donna Summers, because we.
Did you meet Donna Summer? I don't know if we ever talked about her before.
I don't think I met her.
Was she a Detroiter, or is she from out of state?
I don't recall. I don't think she lived in Detroit, but she was big in disco. She was big in disco.
Well,
and she had a couple things out that we sold. Her music sold, yes, but I wasn't my fan, you know.
Yeah. You didn't like disco. You never got into it because you don't dance. You're not a.
I'm not a dancer. Yeah, I do dance, but I'm just still saying I'm not that. That wasn't my thing. I partied all the time, and whatever was there, I'm partying with whatever was going on. You understand? If it's disco music, trying to do whatever.
You enjoyed it all.
I enjoyed it all, but I'm saying
in the party context, yeah.
And after the party's over, I'm gone. I'm going to something else like Miles Davis.
The tried and true.
What I really truly like.
Touches your soul, yeah.
Yeah, you know, I spend my time. I'm on my bicycle. I'm going to spend time listening to it. It's got to be somebody I really like. Now, you know, like I listen to rock and roll. Like I didn't drive around in my car playing. Well, I mean the car, yes, but I'm just in home. I didn't have collect like Marvin Gaye. He wasn't. You know, party records.
Well, the 70s were a time of disco. They're also a time of funk. 70s is when funk came around, not the 60s, right? You don't remember funk records in the 60s.
But see, funk is what we call funk. Maybe it's not what you call funk. Funk is anything that sounds funky.
Yeah.
You know. You know, like the blues, funky. You know, like, like that record, stoop down, baby. Let your daddy see. You got something up that show, bro. There was a song out there, stoop down, baby. Let your daddy see. You got something up there, word the hell out of me, something like that. So
I love it. I love that line.
Black music's always been funky, funk.
Yeah.
Called soul music, they call. And then another so I don't know.
Oh, you talk about black music being funk. I, as a white guy, I've longed to learn how to play funk on the bass or on the guitar. I've tried. I've written some of the things I play. I try to be funky, but I just can't.
Same thing. This, like
it's
I told
feel,
you, music is like dancing. You probably can't dance like you probably. You probably dance off beat.
Oh, I dance on beat.
Well, you on right beat, probably.
I'm in the pocket. I'm telling you that.
Well, okay. You may. I'm just still saying.
I'm just
like
saying,
when you see people
funk,
dancing,
but the funk pocket I can't get into. I can do a rock pocket, but not the funk pocket. You know what I'm saying? Or like a blues or like a bluegrass, I can do that. I used to play with a couple.
I was watching a television program today. Oh, a Catch Cat be on the fire.
Yeah.
She was talking about dancing. Cat Tim. Today, yesterday, like that, about dancing. She danced, but she danced with her arms. She never used her body in a sexual manner. She never knew how to.
Interesting. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. She doesn't know how to use her body in a sexual manner. I thought everybody would know that.
Right? Yeah, come natural.
But white people didn't at first, like Miss Kiva. She couldn't dance. She didn't have no rhythm.
Did anyone teach you how to dance? You watch people, you learned, or you just picked up on your own?
No, you pick up on what you do. You go with the groove, and that's where funk come in. You can do it, hit a funky groove. You can sing it funky, like Lou Rawls, where he sang. He never get in the mood, and somebody else like he was saying April in Paris. Johnny Mathis sing like that.
Yeah.
How Johnny Mathis sang.
Yeah.
Johnny Mathis said to black people, these high. The class of black people, of course. I'm talking about R&B.
Yeah.
Well,
but back to funk. Did you sell Parliament the clones of Dr. Funkenstein, 1976?
Parliament, yes. All of Parliament.
And then your former patron, Diana Ross herself. Oh.
The Parliament.
Yes, sir.
One of my employees she hung out with the Parliament.
Personal friend of theirs.
I knew the Parliament was making a record before they made it. I knew that the Parliament and the Funkadelic was, when they changed the name, because Yvonne used to work for me. And she was friend to the people that Parliament. And Herman William,
who did your logo?
he did my logo, and he brought me that flag up there.
Right. And yeah, that flag up there in the door,
Yeah.
we've never shown anybody. And then this ring right here, if you want to just like hold it up to this camera right here.
Oh.
Just, a little bit here. Sorry. Let me focus it. I know you've shown it before, but we're just showing it again here. That's the ring that Harmon Weems designed with Lee's logo on it. We'll turn back to Lee. Sorry. Just so people can see.
Yeah. Okay. And so, yeah, I was close to the Funkadelic that way. And when Golden World, which people come in the store.
Yeah.
Some of the other members of the group, they come in the store. I don't remember the name now. They was
You
rock and
knew
roll
their
thing.
faces if you saw them now, yeah.
Yeah, at the time, we didn't think of name. Because, hey, cat, hey, man.
It's just somebody you see all the time. You don't worry about the name.
Hey, Mello. Hey, Cool Breeze, whatever. Hey, Smooth. Hollywood, A guy want to call me Hollywood. Man, don't call me Hollywood. He had a gas station. And I think he had a standard gas station. He was one of the first who had a standard gas station.
Man.
He was right there on Cass and Grand River.
Yeah.
His name was, he lived next door to Smokey Robinson on Woodingham. And because I bought new cars, I used to serve my car there.
Yeah.
And he would call me Hollywood all the time. And he would, hey, Hollywood, man, I'll be calling that. I never forget that.
Because you're all to the T's all the time.
Well, he said in front of people. I was someplace at the station, and there was a people there, and when I drove up, he told me, because I went to the same place. He was downtown anyway, and he was black owned, and he dated one of my first employees.
Man.
And then they had the Hoax Brothers gas station. That's it, Hoax, Hokes. And he lived on Woodingham and Outer Drive. Smokey lived on the corner at that time. He lived next door to Smokey. So I know the whole family. So somehow I connected with all the people who was into something back in the day.
Yeah.
Somehow I did. I don't know, but I did. Yeah.
That's amazing. Wow, I just want to let that sit right there.
And when the people started out, like we was talking about the dramatic ones, by Ron Bank wanted me to be his manager.
Yeah.
I thought about they went to ABC
First.
Right. And how they got to ABC, there was somebody, I don't remember the girl's name that worked there. She had a little pool, Black was just getting.
Oh, they went to ABC after you turned them down, I should say, but that was the first label they signed to.
That's the first label they signed to. Like I said, when he came to me, he wasn't signed with anybody.
And then there was a lady who had a little poll with them that they knew that got them in, like a little bit of nepotism.
She had something to do. She was an executive something at ABC, and somebody else that got, like I could take a tape and get somebody say, guys, Whitney Houston, Clive
Davis or
Clive Davis too, and those guys at that time.
Yeah, he's
even
still around.
Barney Els was the first vice president of Motown.
And she worked at your store.
Barney Els was a white guy. He had Aurora's distributor, I believe.
Okay.
And he was in and out of the store all the time because a distributor would go and buy the records from the wholesale at a good price. Then he sell them to other store people who couldn't buy, and they would go there. He would get what he think could sell in his store and put that.
Yeah.
Whereas record company, Capitol don't sell Columbia. You got to get Columbia from Columbia Records,
Right.
Capitol from Capitol Records.
Right.
At that time, the manufacturers, only one was RCA, Columbia. Atlantic was called Weir, it was Atlantic Records, then it went to WRA, Weir,
Okay.
and was considered, and that's all the manufacturers there was. And then Motown came in, they was their own manufacturer, you understand?
Here in Detroit.
Yeah. And other than that, you had to go to the wholesale. But see, now when the record come out, who owned the record would try to get a distributor. Will you distribute my record? He didn't ask them like that. You got to pay percentage of what they sell, I think.
Yeah.
If you're a distributor, you order 200 of his records. You the own record, you want to get him in there, right?
Right.
So you take what you and him work out and put your records in his wholesale. Anybody who buy wholesale record come to this area, there ain't but one or two in Detroit. They had 3 on, well, they had more than 1 or 2. There was Arc JK on King Record, Cadet Records, Aurora. Aurora was, Barney was manager in charge of. And Aurora was where Lynn, Smokey's wife, first wife worked. Well, I think Lynn, wait a minute, not Lynn, not Smokey, Ronnie. Ronnie's wife was named Lynn, because I knew her, and I wanted to, you know, down there all the time. You know, I was just good. But anyway, and that's how we connected somehow. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, but Barney went on, became vice president of Motown. Because when he did, a lot of people, he just said, well, I got to be manager. You know what I'm saying?
It felt.
I'm not manager, president. Right, something like that.
They wanted a black guy in that spot instead of
Of
white
course
guy.
they did. You know, black people wanted black guys.
Because
it's always
it was
going to be
black
somebody
people on
that
the
says something.
label.
Like when Diana Ross started Diana Ross in the Supreme. People didn't like that.
Why? Because she's a woman, or because she's black?
No, they wanted to be the Supreme. Because she thinks she cute, she this and that. She must be doing this and doing that. And that's why all this shit came out.
The name was too arrogant. The
yeah,
Supreme.
but you know,
Interesting.
they had a baby buried. Yeah, there was a lot of shit going on back in the day about that, you know. But see, I never caught up in that. I figured everybody else had a chance to be the top lead.